Hello YouTube, it is Chris here. In today's episode we're going to be discussing my survival kit for my 7-day subscriber survival challenge. And yeah, you heard right, I'm not going to be alone. I'm Chris Thorne, that's Jaslyn Rojas, and this is my 7-day subscriber survival challenge. In this challenge, there's only one rule. If we want to eat, we've got to catch it and cook it. Welcome back everybody, and thank you for sticking with me. Yeah, you heard right. This time I am not going to be alone. I brought one of you guys with me for my 7-day survival challenge. And this is Jazz. She actually flew all the way from Hawaii. And well, we're not going to bring in too much going on right now, but she has her own survival kit. We're going to have a link to her channel, her video. So if you want to see what she's going to be bringing, that's the place to go. But for now, we're going to dive into my kit. So the obvious thing is my backpack. This is my 55-liter Rhyolite backpack from Outdoor Vitals. You guys have seen this on several ventures. You've been following my channel regularly. But honestly, without wasting any more time, we're just going to dive into the contents and see all the goodies inside. So the very first thing we're going to be discussing are my main tools for this particular challenge. Now, the really important thing that I want you to know is there are way more tools here than any individual would actually need. The benefit to this is we're going to allow you guys to see in a very fun and organic way a ton of different tools being tested at the same time, which I think is really exciting for different bushcraft builds, hunting, just getting stuff done. Probably the best way to see it done. So if you want to see all this stuff in action, entire playlist here is way up in the right hand corner. So the very first tool up is my Cold Steel Special Forces shovel. This is my baby. I love this thing. You guys saw this on my 30-day survival challenge and pretty much every single survival challenge in between, except for those really silly ones that I do, like the $100 Walmart one and the most recent one that just got done airing literally like a week ago, which is my 7-day $20 Dollar Tree survival challenge. And if you have never seen that, you definitely got to go watch that. One's awesome. That's also going to be in the right hand corner of the screen. Next on the list is actually a newcomer to my channel. This is a Hori Hori, or a kind of a trowel tool. This comes from a company called Bare Bones. But I actually got this from the Bespoke Box subscription service, and these guys are awesome. It was like 45 bucks a month. You get a whole bunch of cool stuff. It's awesome. But this is the Hori Hori. It's got a ton of tools on it, from digging trowels, saws. It's really good for actually doing a lot of foraging. There's a hammer stake as a utility end. So next up, this is the Council Tool 24-inch pack axe. This is a nice full-size axe. It is rocking 5160 spring steel, razor sharp right out of the box. But that 5160 spring steel, same thing they use for really nice high-end machetes and swords, but the fact they're using it in a really nice impact tool like an axe, I'm just super excited. This is a brand new saw for my channel. I actually got this from CanadianPreparedness.com. My buddy Nate over at Canadian Prepper has been building an epic website, and if you want some of the best tools at a really good price, not to sound too sales pitchy, that's the place to go. But this is the Zoombat. But this is the Zoombat 390. This thing is beast. I love this pistol grip, very ergonomic. I did some test runs with it when I was testing out my new GoPro, and this thing was a monster. So this is the Sear Shetty by LT Wright Knives. This actually did come with a Kydex sheath, but the belt dangler I didn't really like. I wasn't a fan of the dangler if anybody owns the Sear Shetty, and that kind of drove me nuts. But enough about that. This tool is a monster. This is rocking 01 tool steel, 90-degree spine, nice digging tip. So it'd be kind of cool to see how an all-in-one tool, if you didn't want to bring something like a Hori Hori, would perform. If you want to just kind of just get one thing, this would be it. It's got fine detail work edge right here, nice thicker convex utility edge. And for this being a 12-inch thing, I think this is going to be an epic, epic, epic machete and all-around tool. There is going to be some hunting and fishing involved, and if I run into anything interesting out there, like a hog, I promised you a long time ago during the summertime, I was going to bring the Cold Steel Trail Master to, you know, stab and McStab, stab a couple hogs, and that's what I intend to do this time. So rocking 01 tool steel, nice slicey edge, very pointy tip, good brass guard. I love this freaking grip. It's super, super grippy rubber grip, and obviously the overmolded sheath ready to go. Last but not least is the Phoenix Talon. This actually comes from Outdoor Element. I'm actually rocking their Woolly Mammoth bracelet. I love their fire starting bracelet. It's really awesome. This is a brand new knife from them. I'm really excited. There's actually a survival kit, a little bit of fire plugs in here, so I have some firepower. It's got a spark wheel built inside. Yes, you can start a fire with this knife. It's really, really cool. We have a gut hook, a really nice edge for processing game. It is made of D2 tool steel. It's got a really good finger hold, so when you're actually going through a deer or a hog or you're having to rip through during processing, it'll get the job done for you. So I'm excited to see how this is going to fare in the field. So far with some of my preliminary little goofing around at home, this thing has been awesome. The sponsor of today's episode is the Big D Bag subscription service. offering some of the best and most useful gear for the avid outdoorsman and hunter in your life. Their promise is no fluff or BS items ever. Head on over to bigdbag.com and discover how $40 per month can change your experience in the wild. That link will be down in the video description. Next in my gear is my Bugout Roll. This is the Bugout Roll Light. This is also from CanadianPreparedness.com. These are 100% made in North America. So to go over everything in the kit, I figured the easiest way to do it is to take it section by section. First up is Illumination. This is a headlamp by Claris. I've never used the brand before, but this is the HA2C. We actually got this from Going Gear. This has a magnetic tail cap. I think it's rocking 3,200 lumens. I'm really excited to see how this performs out in the field. So having awesome tools in the field is fantastic, but what do we do when they get dull? Well, I've got my outdoor edge sharpener. But then for the bigger stuff like my axes, I've got a dual grit puck sharpener from Whiskey River Trading Company. So the very last pouch in the top, we've got my Leatherman Skeletal. I also got this by Going Gear. I'm super excited because this kind of gives me all the tools that I need, but really nothing else I don't. Then something that you're probably going to see on my hip a lot is the Fin Wolf by Cold Steel. They were kind enough to send this out to me. Honestly, this knife for like 25, 30 bucks is an absolute monster. I'm very excited to see how this scanning grind is going to hold up for the next week. And then this is coming from one of my favorite brands of all time, Bark River, but this is their ultralight bushcrafter in L Max steel, rocking a nice 90-degree spine, perfect convex edge. This thing is a monster in the razor sharp category, and this is definitely going to be coming with me to also test for any skinning, filleting, anything like that, to really see what this thing can do out in the field, doing more than just simple camp chores. So in the next section lower, we have some pouches. These come from the Hidden Woodsman. My buddy Malcolm is super awesome. This is actually going to be kind of my toiletries and some backup stuff. Then we have some toilet paper tablets. Credit to my buddy Nate, the Canadian Prepper, for coming up and coining that term. These are some Wizzy wipes in a little tube, so I can take care of my funky bits out in the field. Also, I've got camp soap sheets. This is a 50-sheet system of camp soap sheets so I can keep my hands nice and clean out in the field, because we're going to be getting dirty. We're going to be digging and building stuff, processing game. We need a way to keep the disease and sickness, things like that, off of us before we eat and touch our mouths to food and all that goodness out there. Next pouch is my fire kit. The very first one is my fire steel. This is the Quadratum Elite by 4 Directions Bushcraft. By far, in my experience, is one of my favorite fire steels. It is a dragon-breathing flamethrower, but it doesn't roll on me, and it's just a lot of fun to hold, man. Having something square and different than just a traditional round is really, really nice. And because they have more of an angular design, I've noticed the coating, the anti-corrosive coating, is just a little bit better. A waxwood stick from a company called Black and White Fire Starters. Now, you don't see any packaging because this is the slightly more retail version of it right here. Now, these are supposed to be water resistant. I don't know if it's 100% impervious to the elements, but it's nice and lightweight. And if you want information about these guys, this guy actually sells his stuff on Etsy. He does a ton of different types of fire starters, but I figured this funny little waxwood stick would be a lot of fun. And the official name for that, if you're looking for it, is called Sherpa Light. Next up is the Uberleben Tindar. It is actually kind of a hemp wick that has been completely impregnated with wax, so it should be water resistant. However, this thing is sporting that it can last as long as a normal full-size Bic lighter, which is basically 1,000 lights, which I think is super exciting as an alternative, because I think I might be willing to start bringing things like this instead of a lighter for now on. Then for some more awesome funness, we've got the Titan Light by Exotec. You guys have seen a full video on that. Now we have the NanoSpark by Exotec. I love this little guy. If your lighter ever runs out of fuel, you can do the same thing as this, but has a little fun secret inside. It can actually hold tinder, and that tinder will remain impervious. This actually has the Fire Strip Roll by Pro Camp Tech. This company is called Pyro Putty, and this stuff is pretty awesome. It's kind of a soft, wax-based, fluffy tinder. It's supposed to be water resistant, and it'll basically get all the jobs done. It's very popular in the hunting community. A lot of guys bring this stuff. And even this little tiny tin should last up to 7 days. But like I said, the whole concept of this is to just try and experiment and have a lot of fun with different brands and companies at the same time while we're out there. All right, so next up, we've got the Firebox Stove. This is called the Seasoning Bullet. If you guys have been to like REI, Academy, even Walmart, I think, actually has this. You can have 6 compartmented seasonings, but I actually have one seasoning. Nothing more than a seasonal from McCormick.
What am I looking at?
Oh, sometimes it takes a second.
I'm still worthy.
Same thing you get at Walmart. I've tried Old Bay before, I love it, but I figure since this is good for like meat and steaks and stuff, it's gonna be awesome. I got these on Amazon. These are full Windsor tongs. These are made out of titanium. You actually have a steak knife, spatula, spork, and they're really, really long. So if you're just gonna go on a day hike and a trip and you're gonna bring something like Mountain House meals or oatmeal or something, this will get in there without giving you those Cheeto hands and Dorito hands when you get your fingers all messed up and nasty when you dig in there. Last but not least, this came from Malcolm from the Hidden Woodsman. This is my little meat poker. Context for steak, pork, raccoon, possums, all the things, catfish. So we've got the Fishing Boss Kit by Stanford Outdoor Supply. It's a 127 piece fish and tackle kit. Has all the things in there. And for reference, I do want to let you guys know there you'll probably see some extra gear in the series that you're not going to be seeing in this video due to the fact that there are a few sponsors that just haven't gotten their stuff sent to us. So as far as I checked, they will be in transit, but there will be some fishing gear and some other things that you will see just for reference. So we actually have a fun, cool little prototype. This is the Rodless reel fishing system with a 4-to-gear-1 ratio, some heavy braided fishing line. I think it'd be fun instead of taking a big pole or something big and hefty if I'm just kind of out. I'm not expecting to fish, but I see some fish popping out of the water. I see they're biting, kind of go for it and kind of make this a fun little combo. One of my favorite cordages of all time is number 36 Bankline. You can buy this at Walmart, Academy, and a bunch of different websites. But then to further that bandwagon, we teamed up with Outwood Paracord, Outwood Cordage, and they hooked us up with the mini tactical rope dispensers. We have 125 feet here with a blade so I can kind of keep it on my hip, keep my cordage organized, especially for a lot of build projects or anything I need, any repair work on my shelter. And then we have a spare spool right here in case I kind of run out in the field. And last but not least, we have a newcomer to my channel. These are Hestra Gloves. For the bushcrafter and adventurer out there, I'm sure you've heard of these guys. These are from Sweden, and these gloves are fantastic. These are some really nice work gloves that I actually got picked up from them, and I am excited to put these out in the field. They feel really good. I get a lot more dexterity and feeling other than those cheap kind of work gloves that you can buy from companies like Wells, Lemon, or even go to Lowe's and Home Depot and buy. Now, in my personal opinion, absolutely zero wrong with those cheaper, more budget-friendly gloves. I love them to death, but it's kind of exciting to kind of test the other side of the fence and see how this fares in the field when I'm using it with all the desert and arid dry woods out here. I have an idea that's going to be coupling my pocket shower. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but it's going to be a lot of fun. Yes, I do plan on taking a shower, but it's going to be more of a bushcraft project, so it's not going to be standalone like this. You're not just going to see me, you know, whoop, whoop, in my birthday suit. Next, we've got my towel from For Monster. This is a nice big towel, but it folds up in a really small section. And yeah, you might call it glamping, but I think we're going to make it worth your while, so definitely don't miss that episode because when it comes out, it's going to be fun. Last but not least, I have my base camp water filtration system. This is the 10-liter GoFlow gravity water bag system that you guys saw from my 30-day survival challenge here in Texas with Zachary Fowler last year, but it's also rocking the new and improved VersaFlow water filter, which is just as good as the Sawyer from a long time ago. Costs about the same. It's good for 100,000 gallons. You back flush this bad boy, 100,000 gallons. Like, you got to really put that in perspective. As long as you don't freeze this out and you take good care of it, basically, this is the last filter you'll ever need. For water filtration, we've got the Hydro Blue Clear Flow water bottle. For my haversack, you guys have seen this on a ton of adventures. This is my Hidden Woodsman haversack. Now, because I'm bringing one of you guys with me along on the journey, and if you guys want to see more subscribers on this particular adventures here on our channel, definitely make sure this episode gets to 3,000 likes, and that's going to let us know through your direct voting that these are the types of adventures with you guys watching at home that you want to see. So next up, we have the Boss First Aid Kits. We've got wound treatment. It's a triple threat. Built in here, we have injury, basic first aid, trauma kit stuff. Now, last but not least, for my shelter system, I've got my Warbonnet Outdoors Ultralight Hammock. This is the El Dorado. I love this because it can actually hold anywhere between 355 to 400 pounds, but it's super, super lightweight, and with the built-in ridgeline and bug net, I can set this bad boy up in about 60 seconds. I have a brand new ultralight tarp. This is the Orange Superfly by Warbonnet Outdoors, and this one is not my bushwhack. I'm kind of going a little bit high vis in this scenario because, well, I've noticed when I get deeper into the woods, sometimes with that bushwhack camo, I actually can't find my camp. So this will be easier to make it a little bit easier to identify. So it'll be kind of fun rocking that scenario instead of like more of an ultralight stealth situation. But all in all, this just about does it for my survival kit. However, don't forget, if you want to see more subscribers like you from home coming with us on adventures and do some fun week-long challenges, definitely make sure we get to 3,000 likes on this particular episode because that's going to let me know that you guys watching at home want more of you coming with me on my next adventures no matter where in the world we go. Jazz, what do you think? It's pretty awesome, right? What is going on, everybody? Oh, feels like only yesterday I was out in the woods, but it's actually been a few months. So, yes, for the next 7 days, this beautiful, beautiful wooden haven, this forest, is going to be home. But I have a subscriber with me. Her name is Jazz. She flew in all the way from Hawaii. And for the next 7 days, we're about to see if she can survive out here in the wild, being able to only eat and drink what she can catch and cook. I want you guys to sound off down in the comments for those of you guys who are excited to see Jazz for her very first survival challenge, and also glad that Bella's back for an encore survival challenge adventure. I'm very, very blessed, excited that she had so much fun, and you guys were so supportive during my $20 7-day Dollar Tree survival challenge. And I definitely wanted to bring her back because you guys just kind of fell in love with her, because apparently she's more important than me and every other human on the planet, which is kind of how it should be, right? Boom, all set up. You want to build? Yeah, I just want to build. She wants to build, y'all. So if you guys are listening in, Jazz is trying to figure out how to set up her tarp, her hammock shelter, because she's never set it up before. I don't think she's ever actually slept in a hammock. So, I have a surprise for you guys. Jazz has a surprise for you too. She's gonna show that off later, I'm sure. But we wanted to Easter egg you guys about something awesome I got in this case. You guys have been begging us to hunt bigger stuff out here in our survival challenges. So, this time, I decided to not disappoint. All right, so we got shelter done, and I think the next priority is going to be to get water, because we can last 3 weeks without food, but without el agua, we don't last very long. So we're on our way with Jazz to go get the water, because clean drinking water is what I'm about. Because pretty much every time I've ever gotten sick, pretty much has to do with the water not being completely epic. So pretty self-explanatory, but I think she's gonna really enjoy seeing the creek. I love the creek. It's like one of my favorite places to go. Not to mention, on a hot day, it's like 10 degrees cooler down there than it is the rest of the whole forest. And you're done. A little muchness. There you go. Perfect. There it is. Then from here, we can drink straight from it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So, here, pick it up. You pour it just like, yep. Tastes good though, right?
Awesome, yeah.
Yeah. This stuff is awesome. Clean drinking water. Now she has malaria. I'm kidding, guys. It's perfectly safe.
It tastes weird.
What'd you lose? Oh, you almost lost the nozzle? Yeah. You need some help?
I think I got it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, they're not exactly, you know, stand up right. There you go. You got it. Nice.
There's water coming out there.
No, it's just because water from the outside, I think.
Nope.
Oh, you did? Did you secure it down all the way to the bottom?
I guess not.
Okay, hold on. No, yeah, you're good. You're good. That way it'll weigh less on your body, because otherwise it's just going to be super annoying trying to hold it in your hand. Whew. The water's heavy, ain't it? Yep. Alrighty. Let's pray this holds right here. Come on. You can do it. Oh yeah, there we go. My well water. My water of wellness. Oh, that was satisfying. That was some ASMR level stuff, man. That's some good stuff. Look at that.
Why'd you cut it?
Precision. Why? Because I don't need all that. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is we're going to open this bad boy up. This is going to give me my shutoff nozzle. Dude, that multi-tool is beast, by the way. You have like all the things on there.
Thanks.
And then, see, I can close that down.
Mm-hmm.
That'll keep my water from spilling out. So when I do this, boom. And then, oh. And then I attach this to it, and everything's good to go. Hello, baby. Belly rubs. Belly rubs. She's gonna go find some food. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. Oh, I love this landing pad. It's like the perfect dry place to put stuff. But I think we're gonna get some stuff cleared out, and my shovel from Cold Steel is just the thing to do it. Oh yeah, this will be a good time for me to go and test my Hestra Gloves. These have no field time at all. I'm used to using Wells Lamont, and these are like the fall raven of gloves, man. These are like, ooh, these fit really good. They fit like a glove. Here all week. Oh man, this Zoom bat is a beast. Good stuff. What do you think, Jazz? Look better?
Oh yeah, way better.
All right, so I got the fire pit scraped off. Now I'm gonna be doing some digging so we can actually build the fire pit. I got Jazz over there. She's looking for some rocks for us, making sure that we can build a fire ring on this bad boy. Oh, I love this freaking shovel. Shovel's amazing. Oh, we got some worms. Heck yeah. Give it up for Jazz, the rock hauler extraordinaire. I think if there's a merit badge to hand out, I think she earned it. Holy moly, goodness gracious. So we're on the trail, got our have a heart traps. Yeah, they're not too heavy, are they?
No.
No? Good. So we're gonna go down to the creek, get these bad boys laid up, show her my secret recipe to catch all the critters. Could get anything, could get nothing, could get everything. This is one of my favorite spots to come because it's right by the creek, close to the water, but it's kind of concealed, you know, it's not totally open. I like the big, huge reeds and things like that, so I feel this is where they would like to go. They get a sweet treat going on. The secret sauce, the secret weapon, you have your own too. It's right here. Cat food. Very flavorful, very fragrant.
Yep.
Yep. They're gonna know it's here. So I literally just scoop this like this, and open the trap door. So there's a lever that runs along the side right here, and there's a pedal. That is the trigger plate. That trigger plate gets pushed, that's what slams down this door, that little notch, traps them in here. So I just throw this bad boy all the way down in there. Don't really worry about it too much. And then we just take this. If you want to do the honors, you can take this and put it right on the trigger plate. Just dig right in. Yep. Yep. Push it back on the trigger plate. Yep. Kind of mush it up a little bit. There you go. Nailed it. Perfect. There we go. And first trap is set. Now that you know how to do it, super easy, wasn't it? So now you can go and set up your own. So we just got the trap set, technical things. Yeah, if you didn't know, we're filmmakers. This is how we make this happen. All the things. So, Jess, got a question for you.
Yes.
You ready to whip out some crossbows and do some weird stuff and
yeah.
get some bigger food? Yeah? Yeah?
Oh yeah.
Cool.
I'm so ready.
All right, so I think what we're gonna do, we'll let her finish up this. I think we're gonna go and grab the crossbows and stuff like that and head into the blind. One, there's a few creatures that we cannot take after dark because you just can't. But for things like raccoons, hogs, coyotes, rain or shine, maybe. So we're gonna go and get all of our gear set up, get the infrared camera going so you guys can see everything that's going on at night, and just get ready. It's gonna be some fun. I'm super excited to take my Stealth NXT from 10 Point on a maiden voyage. This is gonna be super exciting. Whew. Yeah, buddy. So this thing's gonna be rocking at about 410 feet per second. It has the AccuDraw Pro system, which basically means even if you brought your kids with you, like a 6-year-old could actually draw this thing back because it only uses about 7 pounds of pressure to get this thing rocking and rolling. Yep, briar vines all over the place. Alright guys, well, hunting was a bust right now. Not a huge deal though. I saw a rabbit or two, but obviously I can't cock it that fast. But I think we might get the blowgun and maybe the slingshot. We'll go on a night hunt. There we go. This is my alpaca hoodie. This thing is amazing. Gonna go ahead and slip this bad boy on. Oh, I'm already feeling it, man. This thing is epic, 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 epic. Oh yeah, that extra layer is gonna do the trick, big time. Oh yeah. Oh, the rabbits should be scared, because now I'm warm. Hey, baby. I'm glad you're covered in fur, huh? Yeah. All right, guys, so got the ammo ready to go. Time to go on a hunt. I just passed Jazz coming back into camp. She's gonna go grab her slingshot, that the pocket shot that she has, and I think she's gonna grab some steel ball ammo. So I guess we're gonna be doing blowgun versus slingshot. Alright guys, I hear something down here. Could be really big, could be really small. I don't know. Could be a hog, deer, raccoon. No idea. Apologize if the GoPro view is not your favorite. Alright, well, whatever it is, scampered off. Well, it looks like Jazz beat me back to camp. Did you get anything?
Nope.
No? Neither did I. But I'm warmer than I was. So, the blowgun didn't yield anything this time. Not tonight. But, all in all, it's a good night though. Got shelter set up, got clean drinking water, nice and warm. I got no complaints right now. But we have a ritual, and Jazz is gonna have to start the very first fire. Try it on the corner. On the corner of the like, yeah. There you go. Flamethrowers. Yeah, girl, there you go.
This is awesome. Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, want me to teach you a trick? Okay. I don't want you to necessarily flounder for no reason. So with the fire strip roll, it's completely impregnated in like coated in wax. So the cool thing is, even if you have really cold hands, I like to do this. Okay. Kind of breaks up the wax a little bit, and then you can start breaking the fibers up. So this will last a little longer. We'll roll this part up a little bit and kind of keep that area exposed.
Okay.
And then start striking right down in there, and it should light up. It'll take a minute. You're getting it. There you go. Nailed it. Good job. Awesome sauce. First fire of the trip, y'all. Don't choke it, but give it some chaos. Make sure you're covering it with wood. Yeah. Don't worry, happens all. Alright, let's make this bad boy happen. Let's have some fun. Now, traditionally, I would tell people in a or real survival situation, don't do this. Don't be ashamed. Especially with you being a beginner, it's 100% okay. This will buy you this, especially for training and practice like you're doing here. This will buy you the time you need, you know. So don't be afraid. Even on nights that me and Zach were just like, dude, it is cold. I ain't got time for this junk. We just ripped over in a huge thing and we grabbed our Titan lighters and we're just like, we went to town. So this will give you a nice big, hopefully a big chunky fire, and everything should be good. Try to go down just a little bit more. Like, yeah, there you go. There you go. Now let that thing build up for a second. Give it just a minute. This is some serious, hardcore, awesome tinder. Let a little bit of a flame. There you go. Now we're getting somewhere. We're gonna let that thing start engulfing itself. Now we can start. Now we're gonna have that bad boy going. There you go. Go ahead and get some chaos going. There you go. Don't overthink it too much. Kind of just let it sprinkle and fall. There you go. Just try not to snuff it out though. You're doing good. Just make sure that where we're going, it can still breathe. Because fire likes buddies, but it likes oxygen too. We'll let those catch, and once those catch, we can start adding the bigger stuff. It's not a pretty fire, but it's a fire, and that's all it needs to be. So how was the process of learning your first fire compared to what you've seen on YouTube before?
Less montagey.
Less montagey, yeah. Yeah.
It's really fun. And that's probably just the pyro in me, but it also feels good to like actually do it yourself.
Oh yeah, definitely. Is that your first time using a fire stove?
No, I've used one before. Actually practiced a little bit before I came.
Oh.
Made
Yeah.
Fires,
I remember that.
It would be a complete wreck.
It's looking good. All right, you can probably start piling that wood right on top of what you got right now, because there's enough of an air gap. And we're not worried about wind blowing it out because we got a pretty deep hole at the moment. All right, I'm gonna be the chaos of fire. Right there. Boom. I want you guys to jump down in the comment section. Let me know how you're thinking Jazz is doing. Keep in mind, this is like her first outdoor like survival challenge ever. So as far as hunting and fire making and all that stuff, she's a newbie. I'm here to lend her the little bit of knowledge that I have. Let her have this experience for a whole week. It's kind of awesome that a subscriber of mine wanted to come out for an entire week, and then they came all the way from Hawaii, and that's pretty exciting. So, this fire feels good. You did a great job, Jazz. I'm glad you're with us again. Yeah. So, how do you like Bella now that you got to meet her finally? Everybody loves Bella. Whew. Oh. Well, y'all, this has been a different kind of day. I've moved a smidge slower than I was used to, but it's not a bad thing. I expected it, because we want to make sure that with the kind of the trial and error and figuring things out, that we're allowing Jazz the opportunity to be able to not only experience things for the first time, but also learn them and kind of become effective and proficient in the outdoors. So though you may not see kind of super tutorials and instruction necessarily always on camera, we're definitely doing it off camera too, to make sure that she has a good grasp and understanding on all the things that kind of go into just kind of being out in the woods without food or food or water naturally. And I guess my big thing is, how was your first day? Overall, what were your thoughts?
It was hard. It's probably a big strong word I would use for that. Yeah, it was hard, but it's pretty awesome. Just because once we got everything done,
yeah,
got all these rocks.
No, the rocks, man, that was a trooper movement, man. That's a lot. You found a lot of freaking rocks.
And then we got our hammock set up, and it took me 10 years for my hammock.
That's only because you've never done it before, though. Yeah. It's one of those things that you kind of get comfortable with them, and after you've gone out 2 or 3 times, you'll be able to knock it out in like 60 seconds. Like, I mean, easy. That's what they're designed for. It's just be thankful they didn't have to separately set up a bug net, separately build a ridge line,
right,
separately then set up everything was kind of an all-in-one thing. That's kind of makes things a little bit better.
Outfitters. Appreciate it. Yeah, help Asian out, you know.
I almost was tempted to get you to spend like the first 30 minutes to an hour in your hammock without an underquilt, just so you could feel the difference between just every ounce of cold and moisture and wind just blowing through. Your backside will feel horrible. Even with your alpaca and your pants on, it'll be a nightmare. But just having that ability to have that kind of like a comforter basically underneath your butt, it helps a lot. I'm rocking this new wool blanket. I've never actually used a wool blanket in my hammocks before, but I got this one from Minus 33. This is like new. They just came out with it when I got it. Dude, it's super warm. My alpaca hoodie. Good to go, man. Oh, I feel spoiled sleeping in a hammock. Last time I was out in the woods, I was not in a hammock. Oh, man. Oh. This feels good. Jazz has been an excellent teammate. She's working really hard. She's got some stuff to learn for sure, but she's definitely she's got the right mindset for it as far as staying positive, keeping her head, just keeping herself motivated and looking for better ways to get stuff done, which is super thrilling. But my hands are getting cold and I want to go to bed. Good morning, everybody. Ugh. This day 2 is cold. It got down to like 38 degrees last night from like 85 to 38. Ugh. It's such a weird spectrum. It's so wide range. It's like summertime during the day and then like almost freezing at night. So I got my fire kit, fire steel, time to get the fire started. All right, so I got a little bit of fire left over. Some of this heartwood, a little bit harder, but with Jazz sleeping, I'm gonna see if I can get the fire started for her since she worked so hard yesterday. So I think what we're gonna do is try this. This is those sticks from the gear video from the fat rope stick. Now there's 20 sticks in here, but the thing is you can get 90 from one single fat rope stick. So we're only gonna use a couple of these, because this is basically 20 days if you conserve really, really well. One of our sponsors is Cold Steel. Big shout out to them for sending me this knife. Boom. There we go. Once that catches, we'll be good to go. Good morning. I got fire going. If you want to get your coffee, get that caffeine, wake up for the day. Woo! So while Jazz is getting up, one thing I kind of love about this area is this whole place is basically fallen firewood, which is good because for like the first few days, I'm just gonna pick stuff up and put it in the fire pit. So it's gonna be kind of nice. How'd you sleep? It got down to almost freezing last night. Once I finally fell asleep, I was in a coma. Your just body finally knocked out?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Yeah, I found it hard to sleep while I'm camping back in the day. I've gotten used to it now, obviously, but it's not easy to sleep outside when it's really cold at first. Look at that, you already got a clothesline already ready to go. Look at you, all professional. All right, so while Jazz is getting ready for the morning, getting her coffee and energy up, warming up by the fire, I got a tiny little project, but first to get this done, I'm gonna need my Silky Zoom bat. So what I'm looking for are these straight pieces. But here in South Texas, straight pieces can be in a short supply. So what I need for this are the 3 pieces of wood, and then in the end, I need some bank line. All right, so just like in the 30-day survival challenge, my 7-day, I'm gonna build a tripod because inevitably traps will get you food. I'm just gonna weave around these 3 so we can create the basis of our tripod. It's pretty easy. It shouldn't be too complicated. Alrighty. Oh yeah, that's working pretty good. That's holding a lot better than what I built during my Dollar Tree challenge. Holy crap. So go ahead, put that bad boy. Oh yeah, and it fits good too. Sweet. Cool. Now we're gonna go to the creek. I'm gonna go find Jazz. I'm gonna go check them traps and see if anything took last night, because we set out to. I can't imagine why we wouldn't have anything in there. So, because I need some meat, because I'm hungry. Jazz is with me. We're gonna go check our handiwork in the traps. I told her about the tripod. She's excited to see that. And are you excited for the super secret bushcraft build I'm not gonna tell you about yet?
Yes.
Yeah, cool. We're gonna check the first one that I set. Ooh, the door's closed. Is that a thing? Is there something in there?
Nope.
No, really? Oh man. So that was either something really big that came through here and got a little, yeah, looks like they got a little bit of the bait. Not a lot of it, but they got a little bit of it. And that they probably set this off, but they were so big they didn't get stuck in, so that's either a really good thing or a really bad thing. All right, let's go check your trap. Wah, wah. Man, we're striking out hard, man. She's gonna question my trapping ability. There's no guarantee of food ever out here. Never a guarantee. We could be literally going 7 days without food, but that's why we know how to forage and grab stuff like that too. So you ready to work on some jug lines so we can go in the water and hopefully get some catfish, get some big old meaty food?
Yeah.
Sweet, because I'm not getting any unhungrier. Do you want to try the hori? Let's do some foraging while we're out there. We can do that. So bring that in the landing net. All right, let's go. Hey, don't die. Don't die, don't die. We got all the fishing gear, got fishing nets and everything. Obviously got the tripod so we can document it for you guys. And if you guys want to know how we film and document this stuff, if you watch my day 7 video for my 7-day $20 dollar store survival challenge, you'll actually be able to see the whole gear setup in that episode. I show the tarp and all of our camera equipment and solar panels, the exact same setup. So if you want to see that, that's the best place to go find it. Briar vines are fun, huh?
Oh yeah.
Loads of fun. Just smacking in the face 24/7. All right guys, so there's a ton of reeds down in here. Just stomping my way through so we can access the deeper water that's down in this area. And we do have some guaranteed food resources like Asian clams, pecans, cactus fruits, things like that. With sugar hackberries we can go after. But I do know with having someone else out here, I can easily find enough calories for myself. But there's a lot of responsibility in my head for me personally, knowing that I have to kind of take care of someone else too at the same time and kind of show them the ropes and let them have those experiences for themselves. So making sure that I can get enough food for both of us is kind of a big deal. All right, here's the hoping. First jug line is away. I have no illusions because of the current. That's gonna get dragged down the stream some. All right, so I wanna make sure I have a place to kerplunk my butt later. So I think I'm gonna build a bushcraft chair back at camp while we're waiting, and then we can come back and check these and obviously do some foraging because we need calories in our system today. I'm gonna try to find a few trees that look sturdy enough. I'm trying to find some dead standing. But anything that was straight enough like these out here will be perfect. Whew. Building this chair very similar to a lot of other ones I've done, kind of like a triangle shape, but I'm using this time, which is kind of fun. It gives me an actual seat, like a padded seat to sink into. And I don't even remember the company. I've gotten this like 6 months ago, but it's a nice big wide opening like this where I can put it against the seat and kind of crinkle it up, and then basically I have a full back, which will be really freaking neat. I think we're gonna have Jazz do this project too. I think she'll like this project a lot. Alright, well, I guess it's time to give this thing a test drive, huh? Now that is awesome. I dig this. Oh, yes, I have a place to sit down now. So this is a super big treat, you guys. This is Tasahio. This is the fruit. It's almost dried up. This is the fruit. Like I said, it's almost dried up. I'm gonna see if I can squeeze this, turn this like a Cactus Jolly Rancher raisin, because I'm hungry and I need to start eating stuff. But this is only like 10 feet away from camp. It's growing right on a tree. I don't know if you can see that, but that's a huge grasshopper right there. And if it gets cold enough, we're gonna start collecting those, start eating them, because like I said, we need food. It's gonna be like this individual raisin, but you guys can actually see inside. Oh yeah, it's still juicy in there. So it's not awesome looking, but it's really sweet. Now these are what we're looking for right here. The Cactus Tunas, that's what they're called. They're the cactus fruit, essentially, of the prickly pear cactus. Now these are some big ones, but what I want to do is take these Ziploc bags, and then after I pluck them off and pull them off, is once they're in the bag, let the glockets that are stabbing the crap out of me right now stick to the bag, and then I can dump them out into like a skillet or something. But that's what they look like right there, and we're gonna try to get as many as we can. Alright, so I've been looking around for about 45 minutes to an hour. I've got some green and red cactus fruits. These are going to be more like I said, the green ones are going to be more like potatoes. They're not going to be very sweet, and these red ones are going to be pretty delicious. But right now, we've got a lot of calories going on right here. I'm going to keep looking. I want to try to see as close as I can to fill up this bag. Sadly, it's going to feel like a one-hit wonder because there's not a lot of fruits. There is one that's got a lot of green on it, which means in a couple weeks we'll have a lot more of the red fruits, but we're only out here for 7 days, and today is towards the end of day 2, so we're only going to have a good, 4 to 5 days left to make things happen. So hopefully Jazz will come back with a fish. We've got cactus fruits, so no matter what, we are eating tonight. Hey baby, you gonna help me look for pickings? Yeah? You gonna help me look for some pecans, baby? You're gonna do it in your own little way? Yeah? Good girl. Alright, well, I need you to help me. Well, there's some. Not a lot. They're here. I want you guys to drop down in the comments if you think Jazz is gonna lose her absolute mind seeing all this food. It's foraged, and I think that'll give her some hope that it's definitely doable and possible for this challenge, but we have to get ready for her hunt. Tonight is her night. So I had my chance, nothing showed up. Sucks to be me. There you go. What do you think?
Ooh, yes. That's awesome.
About 3 hours worth of work, but yeah, I figured that would get you motivated for the hunt.
Oh yeah, I'm ready.
So I told everybody it's your night, so it's on her whether she takes that beast right there and starts swacking.
No pressure.
No pressure at all. I can have some coffee. I'm not really a coffee person, but I need something in my system, with some caffeine to warm up my insides.
Didn't hurt nobody.
Oh, yeah, that's plenty. Yeah, take the rest of it. Dude, this was like exactly what the doctor ordered. I'm gonna be a coffee crack addict from now on, I think.
It's good.
Heck yeah. So Jazz right now is getting her vertical crossbow loaded up. Because we're out here at the blind. And it's her turn tonight to grab the bacon, as it were. Jazz up here getting ready. We're about to go to infrared mode. It's getting kind of dark. So I know that I'm looking at myself, but I'm not used to the camcorder. Back off. So yeah. We're going to be basically going to be a boring shot, and hopefully something happens. Look at that broadhead right there. That thing's nasty. Look at this. Holy moly, that thing's a beast. She actually has the buzzsaw broadhead by Cold Steel, so if that thing makes contact, it's just pretty much toast for whatever hits it. Yeah, you got raccoons. So in total, we spent about 3 hours at the feeder, which to date has been pretty disappointing given the fact that we were really excited to be able to take our crossbow and the vertical crossbow by Hickory Creek Archery out and take some bigger game. Though we had a lot more activity on night 2, the big huge draw was the possum, but even though I could pick it up on camera, Jazz just couldn't see it in the light because it was such a small creature out past 40 yards. Without her having a night vision in her scope and sight, there just wasn't a lot we could do. Oh my gosh, guys, this water's freezing. Holy moly. Probably just scared away all the fish with me screaming and being tangled. Yeah, falling in this could be deadly with it being so cold out. If you couldn't get dried off and warm, that would be a nightmare. But blockheads do not stick to cast iron, so.
That's nice.
So, yeah, I learned that in Bed Bath & Beyond.
Huh?
They had a sale. They told me. They're like, you want cast iron, it doesn't stick to, blockheads don't stick to it. And I was like, oh, that's a great selling point, thank you. See, the blockheads are like way more minimal.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to take these like more potato-y ones and just chop off the bottoms and the tops, and we can actually cook these if you'd like. Doesn't that look like a plum? How's the cactus fruit?
That's good.
Yeah?
A lot of seeds, though.
A lot of seeds. Bottoms up, yo. Oh, that was really weird.
Oh.
It's like sour.
That's weird. It's weird because it's soury sweet, but I'm getting some like.
I would peel, like, make sure that is facing you. The other side. Oh, there you go. You can do it that way too.
Cactus and the pecans were good, but not exactly enough. Maybe would have been enough for one person, but I gotta really work hard on getting more food. To be fair, this is my first time doing this in a fully winter month. I've done challenges kind of bobbing in between either early spring or late fall, but never full dead winter out here, so. Good morning, everybody. It was a smidge warmer last night, but still got super cold.
Alright. I want to grab some of these broken pecan pieces and see if we can go check the trap. See if we have anything, and if we don't, I'll have some more bait. Oh, it's cold. This is probably way colder than my $20 challenge. And I don't have Bella with me in the hammock because she would just rip it to shreds. Because it's an ultralight system, so it wouldn't work too well. But I'm off to go check the raccoon traps. I got Bella. She's gonna be my partner. Morning, baby. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Jazz is still sleeping. But I'm gonna level with you guys. I feel some pressure to make sure that we get enough food for this challenge. Because it's not just me this time. You know, those pecans and cactus fruit would have been enough for me, but
we had to share that bounty. And because of the cold, much colder weather, the cactus fruits are going to be wearing thin. So something's got to give today or tomorrow. Otherwise, I'm going to get kind of nerve-wracked with the amount of food or lack of food. Yeah, again, this trap went off and got moved, and half the bait got eaten. So we're gonna have to reset that trap, but it was clearly moved a lot. There's a lot of movement and rustling. I've never had this happen to me before. I've never been outsmarted by like raccoons and stuff, and the only thing I can think of that's smart enough to do that is a raccoon. Like a really big one, No, this one hasn't been touched at all. No one's gone for it. No creatures, no nothing. So it looks like I need to check the sensitivity on the first trap. Right, it might just move it. Also, rebait it and move it. Because clearly whatever's going out there is a wily little turd bird and knows how to get around it. So yeah, while I'm going to go check the jug lines, Bella's is off trotting the entire forest like it's nothing. After this, I got one trick up my sleeve to try for food. But though I have muck boots, I'm still nervous to go do it because it's really, really cold. It means the water's getting colder. Jazz doesn't know about it, but I think we might go after Asian clams. I want her to be awake for it, but I'm so nervous to make sure that she can actually have some freaking food to keep her morale and energy and optimism up. That sure this isn't working, sure that isn't working, just keep pushing. There's a little resistance, not much though. Walmart's full of crap, which is really nice. Ooh, that was cold. That's the magic bait. Tried this before. It's supposed to work. This is chicken liver and chicken blood, so hopefully I like chickens. We have some more work cut out for us, but I'm gonna go back to camp real quick, hydrate, fill up my water bottle, get some stuff ready to swap out baits. Because I realized in my haste to get stuff done, I didn't do that, so. Alrighty, well, coming down here. Alright, so this has been about 5 or 10 minutes of looking and searching. As you can see, they range in a lot of different sizes from about $50 all the way to a quarter, even smaller. So I'm gonna keep looking here for the next hour or so. I really want to catch some food, but I gotta conserve my battery too, so. Now that is a bounty. That was about an hour's worth of work. My hands are freezing, but what I learned over my other series is muck boots, man. I don't even know if I could ever recommend them enough to anybody. They are lifesavers because that water is freezing cold. And I was able to hang out longer because my hands could get warmer per scoop. And that's the thing I love about clams. I don't prefer them, which is why I waited till day 3 to try, because I was trying to trap some bigger game and turkey and whatever we can get a hold of, hogs, all that good stuff. But at the end of the day, sometimes it's all about collecting the food, no matter where it comes from. All right, time to get a fire started. Get this thing pot cooking. Let's go. Use fire plugs, get stuff going. There we go. Let's just start doing things.
I'm tired of cracking nuts. But all in all, I got a huge pan. 30 minutes of non-stop cracking. Fire's almost ready to go. I think it's time to put the rest of the food on. I'll need this to be stable for that pot. I don't need to lose any of my food. Clams cooking. Whew. That'll do. How about we wake up Jazz and give her the good news? Hey Jazz, you awake? I have a surprise for you whenever you wake up. I was like, this is a long stretch from Hawaii, huh?
Yeah. Okay.
Nope, I got a surprise. I got food, like actual real food. So right here, right in there, we got clams from the river.
What?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
This was my ace in the hole. I knew they were there, but I wanted to give us an opportunity to do some trapping, fishing, and hunting, but always a guarantee in freshwater. Asian clams are everywhere. They're invasive, so we can go after as many as we want. All I need is some eggs, maybe some peppers and onions, but I'll take pecans and coffee, mostly because I don't have a choice. I'm gonna go ahead, take a couple handfuls. I don't want to spill those, I need these. No, I'm gonna get myself a few handfuls. Leave the lion's share for her because she's gonna want the energy, I know she will. All right, looks like I'm gonna be smoke chasing no matter where I go. So it is what it is. I don't care. I'm sitting in a chair too, so that's awesome. I'm gonna power through these because I'm hungry. I've got some clams to eat. A lot of this for my teammate. I gotta eat. It looks like a boatload of food. And yes, there is a good little nugget of meat inside. It's mostly shell. Finally, thank you for making sure that we had food to eat. In Jesus' name we pray, amen. So these are clam chunks of meat. Yes, meat is a thing. Beware the dirt. It can be a little musky. Jazz, I can't tell you. I was like, I hope you're not allergic to shellfish.
No, I'm not.
This is a huge morale booster right now mentally. Sorry it's not a fox or something, but nah. These ain't ever going away, trust me. What I like about the smaller ones is they're a bigger ratio. They're a bigger ratio of meat. It's a little nugget. Every little nugget takes us closer. All right, I'm gonna let this dry over the fire. Sanitize it a little bit.
Whenever I get close to the smoke, it's my nose that just like, why?
Yeah. There we go. Heartwood.
Oh yes, and the surprise clams. Oh my God.
Yep. Asian clams
so
from the creek.
good. My people.
There's some tiny little baby ones, and there's some of the bigger ones, but yeah, it took about an hour.
Oh my God. So you just got them from the creek?
Yep. You know, you get about this deep, start scavenging and excavating. That's the only way to get them, but they're always there. They ain't going nowhere. All right, so Jazz is with me. We're getting ready to check out the minnow traps, get those hooked up. All right, yep, go ahead and go through. So I'm kind of liking this area right here because all the leaves from basically fall into winter are coming down. That might provide us some visual cover for them and might make them feel safer, so might make them more inclined to come in. Ooh, I see what she's doing. Not even having to open up the trap. See? Student becomes the master. All right, guys, is she going towards the cliff or is she going over towards the rock? Where will she go? Drop it down in the comments. Nailed it. Good shot. All right, so Jazz is setting up her pole. She's got her collapsible fishing rig. And before I go fishing, I'm gonna go check the jug lines, see if anything happened with the new bait. It's been hours. They had the morning. Hopefully go for them, so see what's what. Oh my goodness. So something's taking the bait. These clever little dogs. I'm telling you, we're getting outsmarted, man. Got the trap. I'm taking it to an area where it could probably do a lot better. However, the downside is it is going to be in quote-unquote hog territory. So it's risky either way. These traps could get destroyed, could maul anything that gets in there, I don't know. So yeah, it's a gamble. Get it right there, where it'll hang on. Then I'm gonna set the trap on a really light sensitivity. Fingers crossed. So the second trap is set. We're actually going to try to make this, yep, see, as close to a hair trigger as we can. So as soon as any creature that we want stumbles in, hopefully as soon as I hit that trigger plate, it'll be game over. Jazz, how did fishing go?
Well, I wouldn't call it fishing.
You wouldn't call it fishing?
When you catch stuff,
yeah.
I was standing and holding a pole more like it today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So guess what I caught Bella doing while I was relocating the traps?
What?
She is a certified grasshopper killer.
What?
Yeah, I'll show you the footage, but yeah, she was straight mauling some grasshoppers. I was like, dude, if we need someone to go get us some cricket stew, man, we're gonna put Bella to work. There you go, nailed it. Yep, and I start putting that kindling right on top of it while it catches. Just lay it on top of that big log. Like just like kind of lean, there you go. Kind of like TP fashion it. There you go. All right guys, so I was out there looking for some firewood and probably some building materials for tomorrow. And I came across an armadillo, but I didn't have this. So I'm just gonna strap up real quick. We're gonna grab the GoPro and we're going after that sucker. Alright guys, I don't know if you saw that. Small, moving quick. Probably an armadillo. Holy shit, that thing's flying. Got it. I hit it. Got him. Hit him again. He's in there. I don't know if you guys can see the hole. He's in there. I'm gonna go back and try to get my snake stick. All right guys, so I got a armadillo literally right in the cage, and then I hit him again on the back, but he's in his burrow, so I need to find a stick or some type of way to actually pull him out so I can actually get some dinner, because I know I hit him 110%. Oh, dude, that's super frustrating. I hit that armadillo freaking twice. Started digging around in the burrow, couldn't get anything, but my GoPro was dying, so I decided to go swap out batteries real quick. Now I'm gonna go over down by the creek and see if we can get some rabbits or raccoons or something. I saw Jazz getting ready to leave the feeder. I saw her headlamp turn on. So I had some good tussles with some armadillos. Nothing doing.
I'm not sure that the blowgun is enough to actually penetrate their armor. Those freaking tactical assault possums. So my only prayer is something on the lines, in the middle traps, or something in the morning. So I'm freaking exhausted. I was like, my legs are just killing me because I've been just walking up and down the forest just trying to catch something. So I think I'm gonna go back to camp and get myself in the bed. All right, so I'm in my hammock. Got my outdoor vital stuff on. I'm glad we got to eat a little bit today, but it was really needed. I don't know if I would have been able to keep myself from passing out if I wouldn't have eaten. But like I said, I think Jazz is coming back into camp right now. The winter time is a hard one, which is why it's kind of an interesting challenge for me, because I've always done late fall or early spring. I've never actually done winter, so it's a different type of challenge because a lot of plant life isn't necessarily in season, or things are going out of season. And because of the winter time, I think there's a lot of competition between us and the local creatures out here, so it's more challenging, but I think it's necessary to kind of see what we can handle. Morning, everybody. It's day 4. We got a little bit of food on this challenge, but we've made some changes to our tactics. I'm gonna go check and see if those did anything. Wish us luck. Got my knife, haversack, and I'm gonna bring my blowgun, just in case anything pops up on the way to the traps. Me and Bella are about to go and embark on a fun little journey to go check the traps and see if we caught any food this morning. All right, coming up on the trap. Door's closed this time, and I see a little bit of bouncing around. Let's see what we got. Oh, thank God. Needed something. Oh yeah, there is something in the trap. Yes. So we definitely got a creature in the trap. It is a raccoon. So now the good thing is we finally have meat. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord, for this meal. Oh yeah, I think she'll be psyched about this. What you doing over there? Oh, I see coffee.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Blowgun or trap?
No, this was a trap. No, that would have taken 2 or 3 shots, and yeah, as you heard about my possum misadventures, or the armadillo. Yeah, the tactical assault possums. Yeah, no, this was the trap that we moved yesterday, so.
Oh my God.
Yeah, now we just got to get this bad boy processed up. Oh yeah, there we go. Just jam that thing in their hole. Let's dump some seasoning in there. There you go. That's probably enough.
So don't be shy.
That's definitely not shy. Yep, just go ahead and set that bad boy right on top. And now we play the waiting game. All right, teamwork, high five. Woo, you're been hanging. Okay, so Jazz is getting ready to go to the creek and fill up her water bottle. I got some of this amazing coffee, bushcraft coffee. That's what I'm calling it, because yeah, deal with it. And then we got the raccoon in the pit, cooking up. I can't smell anything yet, but I'm gonna say I smell it. I'm gonna clean out my coffee mug, actually food mug, all that good stuff. Dry it over the tripod. All right. There we go. Get some firewood going. Oh man, I'm so excited that we have actual food. Like clams and all that stuff for foraging is great, and that's why I'm learning it and trying so hard to know it. But man,
things can go south if those things decide to stop existing or you dry up an area. So being able to create some balance in the system is good. Check this bad boy out because it's looking good. I hear the bubbles. Okay, it's like super steamy. There we go.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
You know, honestly, if I saw that at home, I would totally think it was like, oh my god, that's some bomb ass turkey.
That doesn't look like wild meat anymore, does it?
No, it doesn't.
Almost looks crusted because we dumped so much seasoning on it.
Sorry.
So, are you excited for it?
I'm so
Yeah?
You have no idea.
All right, y'all. So you see me kind of sitting in my chair a little bit, mostly for drinking coffee. However, we want to give Jazz the experience of being able to build. Now that we're going to have a lot more calories, a lot more food, we have a lot more energy, and I want her to get some bushcraft stuff underneath her belt for the knowledge category. So we're going to have her build a chair. So walking through here, yeah, I like that one. That tree right there. Yeah, so start super low and cut really right at the bottom. All right, here. There you go.
Ooh, yeah, it's stuck.
There, nailed it. Yep. Once that's delimbed, my recommendation is probably cut it vertically this way. Okay. So we just have the most straight piece to work with. So now imagine doing all of that work with an axe instead of the saw. Well, folks, I think she's got the idea.
Oh no.
You had it.
I just don't want this to get...
Oh, yeah, I'm with you. Uno mas? Okay. There you go. See, now you're glamping. See, now we're glamping because we have chairs. This has a lot of extra muchness to it. Then once you're done, you just give it a test drive and make sure it doesn't break. Otherwise, we get to start over again.
Yeah. That's all.
All right, sit in. I'm just make sure this doesn't back up on you. How's that? Pretty dope, right?
Yeah, it actually feels really good to sit down. Oh,
you feel more humanized, right? Yeah. That's how I felt. Every time I put sit in a chair, you're like, I feel less like a savage weirdo.
I may need to push it back a little bit just so I have some leaning.
Kind of a leaning thing?
Yeah, so
here.
it's like correct posture.
Here, sit up just a little bit. That might make it dig in too much. Here, try that one.
Oh, yep, that's it.
El Perfection. There you go. There's your very first bushcraft build.
Perfect timing because my battery just died.
All right, you ready to do this thing, lady? Oh my gosh. Ooh, look at that. Looks like a roasted chicken. Oh man, that looks just absolutely amazing. Alrighty, so I'm gonna be letting Jazz use my skillet so she can actually have a plate because she's a little lacking on the cutlery ware, which is not a big deal. But I'm gonna pick out this stuff and kind of give myself a fatty broth, and I suggest you do the same because you're definitely gonna want. Oh my! Look at this. Look how easy it's falling off the bone.
Oh my god!
It's just melting right off. That's why we slow and low. Told you.
Yeah, you're right. Absolutely.
Slow and low. I'm excited for you to try this because.
Did you see how easy that was? Oh my god!
The hype is real, and you're about to taste it. I'm telling you. Everybody goes, "How is it? What does it taste like?"
I'm about to find out.
Yeah, dude. Cooking it for hours and hours.
I'm so hungry or what, but this thing looks...
Yes. How was your first experience with Chef Thorne and the raccoon stew?
Wow.
Almost good at my job, huh?
It's so good. It doesn't even, like, it really doesn't. Like, it tastes like the dark meat of the turkey.
Yeah.
Like, it really does.
It tastes like dark meat turkey. No one ever believes me, but I mean, if I can get someone to even help you be convinced.
Like, I would pick this up at the store. I would eat it, cook it, whatever's. Now I can just go and hunt for it.
It's that bad, huh? Oh yeah.
I'm in disbelief at how tender it is.
Oh, so it's that good, huh?
Yep. I need more. That broth is just, oh.
Dude, the broth is epic. That's why you bring this cup. This is my titanium cup from was it Heavy Cover, I think is the company.
That's hot as a mother.
That we've been out here without food for 4 days. 4 days is not enough to lose your taste buds for like city life and real restaurant food. Because I know she remembers what hamburgers and steaks and Chinese food and stuff tastes like. She hadn't been gone that long. So make sure we go put the lid back on that. I'll add some water later. All right, y'all. So we're getting ready to go on the night hunt because the sun has officially gone down. And I'm ready for round 2, day 2, because I'm energized now. I got my raccoon in me. Those tactical assault possums, they're coming home with me tonight. Jazz is looking out in the distance with her pocket shot. And we're gonna see what we can go after. See if we get any rabbits, armadillos, crazy raccoons, and possums running around. Just see what's what.
Oh my god, oh my god!
Well, hunting was a complete bust. We had a pretty good look at an armadillo, 2 rabbits, but those rabbits were fast, like so fast. So headlamps are dying on us. We need to tend the fire real quick. It's time to go to bed because it's starting to get a little chilly out. All right, finally in bed. We covered a couple miles doing our night hunt for nothing. Essentially, this is a risk we take, though. Day 5 tomorrow. Morning, everybody. Today is day 5. Morning, Bella. Come here, baby. Hey, what are you doing? So, I need to get some more water this morning. But first things first, I get this fire stoked up while the weather's nice and cool. And remember, kids, fire likes buddies. So give it some buddies. All right, y'all, so it's time for me to go fill up my waters, my big bag, my small one, because I'm finally running short. It's been nice to be able to feed off the fact that we had 2 base camp water filter setups, which was really nice. That should be enough. Woo! It is slippery on these rocks this morning. All right, guys, so right here is my little pile. Been like 15-20 minutes. They're a little harder to find. Some are a little bit bigger, some are smaller, like always, just like in day 3. And I'll spend maybe 20-30 more minutes getting this stuff rolling to go, and I am hungry because I think adding this to the pot will just take us that much farther and just give us all the energy we could ever want. So, whew, back in the water. All right, whew. Made it back at camp. Fire's barely going, but it's still on. That's good. Whoa. Let's go and hang this bad boy back up. Oh my goodness. Whew. Big boy lift. There we go. So apparently we're roasting socks. It's a good idea. I'm gonna actually need to do that.
It didn't dry up because it was so...
Yeah, it's so, oh, there we go. Yeah, let's, all the steam. No leaves. Boom. So check that out, guys. That is some seriously nice, fatty seasoning broth. And now we got raccoon and clams in there. Breakfast of champions! So I get 90%, you get 10, right? Is that how that works? No, no, not at all. Oh, that's good.
I don't know. Well, you got the clams.
That's
so
plenty.
you should get
That's
more.
good enough. Oh, dude, guys, come here and smell this. I know you can't. Oh, yes. Oh, this is perfect. Then I'm gonna have some fatty broth. Did the chair slip?
Yeah. Yeah, still technically
You are sitting down. I mean, you're not. Yeah, your butt's not gonna get wet, so that's good. Better? Cool. I'm gonna take this super heavy duty stick right here, and that's gonna anchor you down right there. There you go. You're welcome. So, take 7 to try to drink my coffee.
Hey, Windsor and Odysee.
Oh man, this is so good. Hey, baby. So I'm cleaning out this guy, just rinsing it out so there's not too much coffee tainting in my fatty broth. Other than that, it's time to go get some raccoon and clam stew. Surf and turf time. Surf and turf ever stew. I just re-stole that, I reclaimed that back from Zach, so haha, surf and turf ever stew. Time to take this bad boy off the pot. Go find some surf and turf up in here. Oh, yes, please. Oh, yes. There we go. Bam! Oh my gosh, there's so much meat down there. I'm gonna have to grab some of that. I gotta watch out for the bones because this is a lot of rib meat. So there, I'm gonna take a couple chunks of this and I'll let you go at it. I know you saw in the pot, but come on. I mean, you cannot ask for more from a survival challenge. Maybe a hog, but the work to calorie ratio is so good. Here you go, baby. She took it with a quickness, huh? This is better than a Thanksgiving turkey. Alright, so Jazz is finishing up her surf and turf stew, and I'm gonna be off and away. Alright, so I am actually near what I like to affectionately call Hog Alley. And over here is where I put that second trap that I want to go check. So the door's been closed. Yes. Something else. More food, baby. Thank you, Jesus, for giving us another round of food in this possum for day 5. And that you will bless it and nourish it to our bodies. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. So we're gonna go bring this creature back to camp, get it processed up, pop it down into the surf and turf stew. What do you think? You think Jazz is gonna be jazzed? Her name just makes it so easy to have fun with because it's like, jazz hands, be jazzed, Jazz is dancing. It's kind of fun having a brand new person that kind of get to know them a little bit and see how they operate in the woods for the very first time. What do we have going on here?
Me attempting to find the best way to attach some logs together.
Yeah?
Yeah. I finally finished cutting everything. Now I can actually start putting it to
More food.
Possum, right?
Yeah.
I've actually never seen one. Can I see it?
Yeah. I need to, I finally got our rabbit all done up. You can't really tell between that. So yeah, we're gonna lie to ourselves and say this is a rabbit because it's about the size of one. It's only about 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds of meat, but heck, that's a good meal. Oh yeah, dump that bad boy in there. Woo! Add to the collective. So for this being kind of like a survival paracord kind of fire starting company, this Phoenix Talon, in my personal opinion, is now my favorite skinning knife. It is dedicated exactly what it's designed to do. It's not designed to do anything else. The ultralight bushcrafter from Bark River is absolutely phenomenal. It is an epic knife. I like this one more though. That finger notch, the way that I was able to get a much bigger belly and I was able to, it was a dream. Oh yeah, here we go. You can barely tell it's in there, but it's in there. You see the little leg poking out. Anything I can do to help? No, how's it going?
It's going. I finally did the third one, and this one was probably the best out of all of them. Like I could, yeah.
There you go.
See that? That's my test.
Yeah, those are basically my knot levels of. I think she knows knots. Weaving is the hard part. Learning the weaves is the difficult thing. I think that's something we need to practice on.
Not gonna lie, I kind of gave up.
So, Jazz has inspired me with her persistence and dedication in the bushcraft build. So I'm gonna try to prep a little area for a fun project that I'm gonna be getting materials and stuff for. It's a really big one. I would totally knock it out today, but it's later in the day than I would like, and I don't feel like doing bushcraft builds in the dark. I'd rather go hunting. This is my Zoom bat. Honestly, guys, Bugout Roll by Canadian Preparer. Love it. So I need some straight stuff. Right here looks really good. And it's already like dead, so that makes my job easier. Oh my gosh, this Zoom bat is a beast. Done. Oh, wish they sold this for $1 at the Dollar Tree. FYI, this Silky saw is a beast. It's very awesome to kind of see someone brand new to the outdoors just go for it. No instructions, no guidance, no help, and just see what they can come up with. And I definitely see your creativity. Got my materials collected for tomorrow's build. I am so excited to share with you guys. I've had this idea for a while. No one on YouTube has like ever done it before. So yeah. All right, so this is Jazz's target. So I'm gonna sit here, just at a few feet away, just have some fun with it, just for some plinkage. And let's see how close of a group I can get with a nice 3-shot group. But don't worry, I'm not gonna hit Jazz. I'm a really good shot, so. Okay, so that's my first grouping. Let's see how close I can get. I should be extremely close because I'm used to shooting at about twice the distance. I just broke the cap, so if that tells you anything. There we go, let's go check it out. Alrighty, so this was only like 25 feet away, but I was within basically a 1/2-inch group, which is respectable. Those would all be kill shots, obviously, if I was aiming in the right direction, so. Typically I practice at anywhere between 12 to like 17 yards because I don't want to shoot farther than that because the blowgun's only moving at about 200 feet per second. No, I'm just kidding. No, I love Jazz's target. It's a really cool idea. I'm really glad that she gnawed her teeth on some stuff and got some bushcraft builds done. So we have a little bit more, yeah, just a little bit more refining on the catchment system, but the cage works though, so that's important. Alrighty guys, time to eat. Get myself some stew. I want to try some of this possum so freaking bad. Oh my gosh. Oh, this looks so good. Oh man. So how was the awesome possum surf and turf special?
So good.
Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad that you got to, someone else other than family members who everyone on YouTube assumes is a liar.
I just hurt myself and again.
But as far as camp cooking, not too bad. This guy right here, not too bad. Nope. See, seal approval. Seal approval. All right, so got my blowgun, got some wood on the fire, keep that thing stoked and ready to go. Now it's time to go on a hunt. All right, y'all, so we're out here with the blowgun. Jazz has her pocket hammer. I think we're trying to get some, I think we're gonna go after, I'm gonna go after rabbit personally, but if I come across an armadillo, I'm definitely still not gonna say no. There's a skunk on camera. I got him. Skunk is down. Let me go get him again. I think I got him right in the head. Holy crap. Blowgun for the win. This cold steel blowgun is my favorite freaking hunting implement ever. I love this thing to death. It is absolutely fantastic. When it comes to like bow and arrows, you know, slingshots, all that stuff, for me, the blowgun has been one of my favorite tools ever. And the fact that I got to finally show it being used on camera was super exciting. So we're gonna take the skunk back to camp, get it processed up, and hopefully put it in the pot. Well, crap. Well, I can tell you that the Phoenix Talon is still an excellent skinning knife, but throughout skinning, I found like worms and parasites on the skunk, so can't really, I don't want to risk safety, especially with Jazz being here and everything, and you know, health and safety and parasites, worms, blah blah.
Yeah, I'm not exactly too jazzed to try that out, so.
Yeah, you don't want parasites in your meal?
No.
No? Oh, you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I heard worms have protein though.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah, so that was 15-20 minutes worth of work for nothing. You know, if I'm going to take a creature, I want to eat it, and you know, that was kind of just there was no joy in that once I realized I couldn't eat it. So I'm super bummed that I actually couldn't eat the skunk, and it's not because I want to like eat a skunk per se. It was just the fact that it was being able to, just like with the rabbit and the raccoon from my 12-day budget survival challenge when I took them with a bow. It's, you know, that was my first kind of on-camera hunt with my blowgun, and I've been practicing and, you know, talking smack about it for like years and trying to like, you know, show you guys. And I had to go on a hunt every single night for 5 days to finally be able to show it off, and it was kind of disappointing. But I'm gonna go out for day 6 though and see if I can get a rabbit, because I want one so bad. Morning, everybody. It's day 6. Look who's here to see me this morning. Hey, baby. How you doing? I gotta actually make it out of my hammock, though. Okay? Let me get up, because I need to go start the fire. So the tinder I'm using are the waxwood stick fiber sticks from Pro Camp Tech. I literally just grab my here and process them up. They're really easy. They strike sparks really well. I'm gonna stick that right down in there in that little pile. Boom. Only a couple strikes. Project idea I have is I want to build kind of like a Swiss Family Robinson kind of bushcraft shower. And yes, I do have a camp shower, but I kind of want to make it feel like if I was here for longer than 7 days and I kind of had to live out here and thrive and figure it all out in the chair and the tripod, build tables, kind of just exist in this environment, could I make some creature comforts for myself and kind of just make it feel more livable? I'm gonna go ahead and fill this up with some water and get this coffee going, because I am gonna want some energy, and I know Jazz will when she finally wakes up. All right, we got some coals raging right here. So we'll try to use this as the area to get this thing going. Whew, that is hot. That is very hot.
Chris got my water boiling for me.
Yes, I did.
Has that been lagging?
No, dude, we had a late night, man. We didn't go to bed. We didn't even get into our hammocks till like almost,
11?
no, it was like 1:30.
Oh shit.
Yeah, like
Oh, it
1:30.
was
Like it was crazy late.
Do you think it's okay that all the stuff's in there?
Sure. There's nothing boiled water can't fix. Sweet. Oh yes, the nectar of the gods. That's good. Yeah. Boom. Cheers. Day 6. Basically, just don't die today. That's all you gotta do.
No promises.
Now that my mandatory coffee break is over, it's time to start the build. Priority 1 is to find the straightest pieces out of the supplies that I have collected in the woods and use them as my main ground stakes for this particular setup. It's time to grab the axe and cut wedges, so when I create my pilot holes for the ground stakes, everything will go in relatively smoothly, given the fact that I'm using a 55-pound wooden hammer. With the main ground stakes cut, it is time to create the pilot holes, which is a labor of love in itself, given the fact that this mesquite hammer is very easy to use as a bushcraft setup, but it is tremendously heavy. Even in the middle of a build, you can never have too many puppy breaks. Now that the ground stakes have been pounded into the dirt, it's time to start setting up the remainder of the frame. Jazz and all her awesomeness decided to come over and help me because it is a 2-man project, and while we were setting this up, I noticed something rustling in the woods, and around this time it was getting a little too close to camp, so it was time to investigate what was coming.
Alright guys, I heard a big slithering in the woods. As you can tell, we have a snake. I don't know what it is because I can't get close enough to it, but looks like we can have ourselves a fun little meal tonight. Got him. Alright, he's down.
So, head's gone. Not 100% sure if it was venomous or not, but definitely isn't now. Yeah, so like I said, I heard that rustling in the trees while we were doing the build, and we got ourselves a snake. I'm not 100% sure what kind of snake it is, but we can process this thing up and put it in the pot.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's gonna have that muscle memory for at least an hour. Yeah, that's crazy, right?
Be brave, be big girl. Be a big girl. Oh, that actually feels kind of cool.
Yeah, it has a very cool skin to it. But it's basically one massive piece of muscle.
Oh yeah, I can feel it.
Yeah, there's nothing triggering or firing. It's just all instinct of what it's naturally designed to do.
That's crazy.
Well, Jazz is off to the creek. She's gonna do some fishing because she wants that catfish, man. I don't blame her either. That's been one of my unicorns since I've been here at this avenue. I know they're there. It's just there's that one spot that I just can't get to without kind of like a kayak or a raft or a boat or something. And if you guys are open to let me take a kayak and you guys don't consider it cheating in any way, shape, or form, I'd love to be able to go take one out because I think it'd be a ton of fun to go out and go down to the blue hole and catch some big old catfish because I know they're there and they are good eating. Let me tell you what, they are some of the best fish, in my opinion, for freshwater in the rivers and creeks here in Texas. They're so good. well, this just about does it for the frame. It's pretty straightforward. It's just poles and some support beams to give it some form of rigidity and structure. But now we want to make it water resistant and doable, because right now we are on a dirt floor. That's not going to be good if we're taking a shower and all of a sudden our feet are dirty. I'm looking for a dry bed of grass, just like I did on my 7-day $20 survival challenge. I have a spare tarp, and the reason I have that is in case my tarp broke due to inclement weather or anything like that. I wanted to make sure I had a backup, because I don't have a restriction on the challenge. My only restriction is if I want to eat, I've got to catch the food, cook the food, eat it myself. Alright, well, all in all, that should be enough for the bed. We're just trying to create a little bit of a barrier for our feet. Well, I think this would be good for the second load. And this will hopefully, while we're taking a shower, keep our feet getting all dirty and nasty. I'd rather have you stepping on the dry grass than actual dirt. All right, so Jazz got it completely processed. Wasn't that hard, was it?
No, it wasn't.
Yeah?
I mean, once I kind of got the
gist of what I was saying?
Yeah, pretty much it was like, oh, this is easy.
Hmm?
So,
yeah.
It
It's one of the easiest creatures to process all up, but the trick is to let it stew for quite a while. So let's go get it and get it in the pot. All right, so let's go ahead and get that bad boy. Oh, that's gonna be good. There you go. So looks like we have a little bit of surf, turf, and slither. All right, so here is the shower pin, as it were, because the shower is not put up yet. But all in all, that's what it is. We want the most protection on this side, so because that's where we're facing camp. Wham! Holy fajitas! That's heavy. Whew! I got it. Shower water. Hey, there we go. Nailed it.
Go do some fishing.
Fishing, yeah. Catfish, whoop whoop.
So I'm going to leave
Yeah, I gotta go get a shower. Whew. Yeah. Oh man, that was one of the best feelings in the entire world. Yes. To take a camp shower during the middle of a survival challenge is friggin' amped. Got a little bit of something in this pot. This is basically now officially an Everstew, Because, I mean, it's just been absolutely wild the past few days, man. First 2 or 3 days, we didn't catch nothing. And then all of a sudden, it was like boom, 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 right in the row. Just like everything just took off. I was like, thank you, Lord. Making sure we're having some food. Let's see how this is looking. Oh my God. So, Jess, got a question.
Yes.
Did we get any catfish?
No.
No?
You would have heard me yelling from the creek at the top of my lungs if I did.
Yeah, no, I gotcha. Dude, honestly though, with the possum and the snake, I can't be mad though. Like that, honestly, it looks so, did you get to see it yet?
I did not.
Oh my gosh, it looks borderline gourmet. Like honestly, snakes should be at a grocery store, for real. 100%. What are you doing?
I'm trying to make some chopsticks.
Ooh.
Embracing my Asian heritage. But Bella is now in my carving station.
Come here, Bella. Give her some room.
Sorry, Bella.
There you go, baby. I know. She's just trying to, she's looking out for your safety, baby. Yeah, I think she's getting bit by ants. We'll clean off camp in the morning, make sure it's nice and ant-free. There's nothing a shovel can't solve. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. Yes, please. Oh my goodness. This food looks deliciosity. Whew. Time to eat. Oh, yes. So, how is it?
It's phenomenal.
Yeah? Is it as awful as you were thinking?
Oh, yeah. Horrible.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to eat anymore. I'll save you from this horrible...
Oh, okay. Yeah. Gotcha.
Just kidding.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this stringy bit. So, guys, this is what the snake looks like. Hopefully you guys can see it. So that is what the snake looks like. It's tastes like kind of like chicken. It reminds me more of alligator, but I've had alligator. Oh, hello, baby. How are you? Welcome to the party. Here, you want this? Want some snake? Yeah, she likes it. Maybe we should go on hunts for snakes more often.
All right, everybody. So, as you can tell, I'm back in my hammock. The hunt was, well, lackluster to say the least, but I had a couple fun chases for a few seconds. It wasn't so bad. But man, tomorrow's day 7. Good morning, everybody. It's day 7. Still sleeping. Jazz is awake. Morning.
Wow, this is the closest to me waking up to her waking up. She must know it's day 7. There must have been like 12 alarms set for that one. She's like, yes, I get to go home. She's not dead, guys. I did pretty good. Alright, so Jazz is getting her stuff together. I was just getting some preliminary stuff done. But I figure since it's day 7 and she's basically graduating from Fire Academy, I'll help her out a little bit and give her a little hut to work off. It's the final fire starting. I wanted to show her the waxwood stick. I told her it's going to be very similar to a lot of different types of natural resin wood, especially like fat wood too. But because this is so soft, it's kind of a way to practice very easily. But see that, how you start creating?
Yeah.
So now you get enough of that, just like this, with the spine of your blade. You can do this on fat wood. That will catch a spark hella easy, but it won't last very long because it's extremely fine, like feathery. It'll just disappear and dissipate very quickly. Crushing it, dude. You're better than me. There you go. Now you're getting all the stuff. Boom.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go. That was easily your fastest one. Nice. Now go ahead and very gently take the stuff on the take the tinder on the outside and just slowly move it on top of the stuff on the outside. Yeah, just basically get both hands. Yep, and feel like you're just closing the door like peekaboo. There you go. Nailing it. Perfect. And then all of a sudden that will catch, and it'll give you some air, and then once that all catches, you'll be able to start adding more fuel. Firecraft 101, graduated, nailed it. I'm telling you, she has been one of the best and the absolute worst teammates ever because of the fact that she is getting me addicted to all these substances that I don't need to be getting addicted to.
Hey, I just provided the opportunity.
Yeah, I'm sure.
You didn't have to take it.
Nailed it.
I just realized
Boom.
you called me Smalls. No, I'm taking my cheers back.
What?
Back.
You don't like being called Smalls?
No, I don't really care.
Oh, I was like,
You
how you gonna get offended?
I have to get outraged at something.
I was like, I'm a millennial. I have to take a stand somewhere.
No, I don't really care. I've been.
Oh yes. So while we're packing everything up, I wanted to kind of have a chat and ask you guys a question in the comments, and you have to vote by throwing this video a like and say yes, please keep this campsite. I want to know direct voting from you guys if you guys want us to keep it. So I was thinking for this campsite, I really love this area. It's really deep in the forest. From the bushcraft chairs we built, the shower system, my tripod, the whole fire ring, I want to utilize this campsite and kind of build it up and kind of like Fort Today Drop Forward Survival. And if you guys are interested in seeing me kind of taking this thing over time, just building it up, where I could probably take more subscribers and have more fun and more adventures, definitely drop down in the comments. Let me know if that's what you want to see. All right, Jazz, you did it.
Didn't die.
Congratulations. No, we didn't. All right, let's go. Let's go get out of here. And our very first meal back is Osaka's sushi tonight. So instead of eating wild food, we're getting spoilage, some steak, shrimp sushi. See you guys in the next one.